Welcome back, everybody, to the Shenanacast, the only podcast where we're not even real, we're AI.
Yeah, I'm actually computer generated.
So actually, it's kind of a fib. I'm real, right? Like I'm real, you can tell that. But Maddie is not real. He actually came from Meta AI. He's a little prototype that I stole. I've just been using. And it works pretty good, it has some faults.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually having a conversation with a real person, but he's really
Yeah,
just talking to himself.
Yeah, I have two monitors actually. The second monitor, it's like, it's like the what's her name, Karen from SpongeBob. Where it's just like,
That's crazy.
where it just has the little line that goes when you talk. But I need to talk to you about this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight.
That was a week ago, man. That's old news.
Well, that's how we roll. We're usually 2 years late to shit. We
It's
talked
like
about.
it's like those memes about Internet Explorer.
we talked about
Like,
Dude, we talked about the Kendrick Lamar beef 2 weeks ago, and that's like 6 months old now.
okay, I guess you're right.
Okay. But I don't even really want to talk about the fight. I want to talk about the quality of the fight because it was really bad.
Yeah, apparently there's like a lawsuit for Netflix about how bad the quality, like the buffering and stuff was.
That's crazy. Well, they're doing the things. They're doing Christmas games on football now, and those are going to be on Netflix too. I hear.
I mean, who's even playing for those games, actually? I haven't been paying attention.
I think the Ravens for sure. But last night was like a blizzard apparently in Cleveland.
Yeah, I saw it was a winter wonderland there.
Yeah, it was. I've never. When it started, I didn't watch the full game. I'm kind of mad I didn't. But because at first, like, this sucks. It was just like turnovers after turnovers, and it wasn't even really snowing that bad. But I was looking at like highlights this morning, and Cleveland won, by the way, which is pretty wild. Um, and then, but it was like it was literally like Jack Frost got your nose. It was insane. And then,
Um,
and then I don't know if you know this. Um, I'm blanking on his name right now, but the receiver for Steelers, Pickens or whatever, he
yeah.
he like gets into a fight like every game now. It's like a thing where he like fights a DB or a cornerback.
I mean, it's probably CTE, man. It's probably like giving them
Well, it's actually giving
like,
me like Antonio Brown syndrome because
well,
it's like every game,
oh,
dude. Like they were throwing a Hail Mary to win the game. The Steelers were, and he's just off in the back, just punching the fuck out of a cornerback. It's like, dude, well, are you supposed to catch that?
well, it's like the Aaron Hernandez thing. Like how, like in court, they were like, yeah, his brain damage is so bad. I'm not even sure we can consider him sane. I'm like, what? Like, what was he doing in the NFL where his brain damage is that bad?
Was
Where
like,
they're like,
if his brain damage is so bad that the dude is clinically insane, he cannot suit up like to play
well,
football.
I, I,
It's
I,
crazy.
I think that there's like two types of CTE. There's like the Gronk CTE, and then there's like the Antonio Brown CTE.
But like going so far to murder somebody, like, is that dude really playing? Like, I think he knew he did it.
Yeah.
Well, what's gonna happen when I get like arrested for tax theft or whatever? I mean, like, oh yeah, I played football in high school. It's not my actions.
I didn't do it, my brain did it.
Tax evasion. That was what I was thinking of.
Well, actually, now that I guess, going back to the Mike Tyson fight,
Yeah,
honestly, I thought the fight beforehand was way better.
dude, I've heard that. I didn't watch the other ones. I watched some of the Mike Tyson. I didn't really finish it. But those girls, they went
They were
insane, dude.
beating each other
Holy
up.
shit, it was like that should have actually been the title card because that fight was crazy.
Yeah. Well, and I saw things about how like in the Mike Tyson contract, he wasn't allowed to knock Jake Paul out.
Okay, so he has contracts like that a lot, actually. Like a lot of people are like, oh,
Really?
it's rigged. Yeah, he's not like allowed to uppercut a lot of people because he'll kill somebody, especially back in the day. Like it's like
Yeah.
a lot of fighters have like if they could kill you, it's like you probably shouldn't do that to them. But even then, you could like I kind of knew like they weren't going to do anything because it's like why would you? But it was just watching it throughout the fight was like it was really boring. I think Jake Paul had a lot of stuff in his contract too. That was like you can't beat the shit out of a 60-year-old
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, it's probably something like make it enough of a show where people are going to come and watch, but
Exactly.
also don't hurt each other too bad.
I have to tell you, man,
Like they're
Jake Paul might be my idol. All the dude does is troll and get paid millions of dollars to do it. It's like it's
yeah,
insane.
I think that that's his thing now. Like when he was younger, it was like, oh yeah, I'm this young arrogant kid. But
Yeah.
now he like plays it up and he
Oh
just
my,
makes
it,
millions of
it's
dollars off of
awesome.
it.
And the thing about boxing people and fight fans is they're so sensitive too. That like Dana White especially, like, they cannot help give him the attention they needs, and it's literally giving him money. You know.
Yeah, oh yeah, because then people are like, oh, like I remember, like I was watching the fight at my girlfriend's house,
Hmm.
and her girlfriend's parents had their friends over.
And they're like, who's Jake Paul?
Um, and her her dad's friend literally stood up and started pacing around the room because he was worried that Mike Tyson was gonna lose. He's like, you guys, I just have to stand up. I can't believe that this is happening. I'm like, dude, grow up. He's like
he
a 50-year-old guy, and he's pacing around the room like his life's on the line.
he definitely bet some money on Mike Tyson.
Or my girlfriend's dad was like, "Do you have money on this or something?
He's
Like,
like,
why
no,
are you
I don't have
freaking
money.
out?"
Shit.
Yeah, no, he was like, "I didn't even bet anything, man, but I I I just don't want this kid to beat up my idol."
Well,
I'm like, dude.
poor guy. What a shame. But well, dude, like I was talking to people at like my job, and they don't even know who Jake Paul is. So this dude is getting revenue from people who have no idea who he is now.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like he's one in life. It's like it's crazy.
Well, and I think that he knows that he's getting attention from
Oh,
fighting
for
like
sure, for sure.
like
I
old boxers.
yeah. Well, him calling out Dana White is genius because that's the most sensitive man in the world. You know, and it's just like
Yeah.
you know who that is.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
UFC guy.
yeah.
Apparently Joe Rogan used to be a UFC fighter or whatever it was called before him and Dana White. Like, and he was saying how like he was fighting this guy and he did a wheel kick and hit the guy so hard with his heel that he was limping for a couple days afterwards because how bad his heel hurt afterwards.
That's crazy.
And he's like, yeah, the guy had to be like taken out on a stretcher, and I was worried I killed the guy. I'm like, dude,
He's
like
crazy.
I think that UFC is a lot crazier than boxing
Oh,
because
for
like
sure.
knees,
Well, think
like
about like
knees will mess someone up.
there's definitely some crazy fuckers in UFC. It
Uh-huh.
and they're just going in and they're like, I'm gonna kill this guy. Like remember, I'm blanking on his name, but that guy that beat Conor McGregor, then he jumped into the stands to
Floyd
fight.
Mayweather.
No, nah, it was he beat Conor McGregor, and then he jumped into McGregor's team after the fight, like jumped the fence to get into the fight so he could beat up more people. He did like a flying kick into the stands, not the into his team. I was like, holy shit.
I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor.
You know, I was before the Mayweather fight because I do like when they talk shit. They just don't care, you know. And he's obviously the king of that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. He definitely got in over his head about it, especially when he started aging. Like, I don't know. Like, he could still kill me in 2 seconds today, obviously. But like the second he started aging, he kind of like turned up the volume a little bit, and he was like, okay, this dude should get knocked out.
Well,
Like, can you imagine him
but I
Patrick
mean,
Mahomes talk shit? Like, he would be
well,
murdered.
I,
He would get
I,
knocked out by a safety, dude.
I think that that's the difference though between football and boxing is that
Yeah, you
like
can't.
football you're supposed to be like professional, but
You
boxing is just kind of like balls to the wall, man.
know, boxing, yeah, combat sports are definitely now are a lot more like they feed into the drama and the talking.
Yeah.
But like a football, when you talk shit, it's kind of like the fans don't even like it anymore.
Well, I mean, if you do it, then the NFL fines you $10,000 for
Yeah,
each negative word you say about another team. It's
yeah,
like,
that too. Like when Amon-Ra St. Brown wore the Green Bay Sucks hoodie. You know, people went crazy. It's like he's just having fun with a competitor, you know, a rival. That's all it is.
yeah.
It's not a big deal. I don't know.
Well, I saw how that one guy got fined for wearing the Trump hat.
Okay, so Nick Bosa, yeah, so he got fined
Yeah.
for wearing the MAGA hat, and he did the Trump dance like as soon as he got back. There's actually a meme. This has actually been going on for a long time where Nick Bosa is a racist, and he plays like
Yeah,
really, really hard against black quarterbacks, but he doesn't even try against white quarterbacks.
it's like I've got to kill this guy.
Yeah, well, some of them are like kind of obvious, which is crazy. Because like when he plays
Um,
Lamar Jackson, dude, it's like he looks like Aaron Hernandez. You know, like at first you're like, oh no, it's just because he's the best quarterback in the league. He's trying to make a statement. But then he played Baker Mayfield, dude, and he was like holding on to his jersey, like, and almost was like letting him throw the football. And I'll find that clip to prove my point because if I don't show that clip, people are gonna be like, okay, buddy.
um, I feel like a sport that's not really talked about anymore, um, is like I don't know, golf. Like ever since Tiger Woods left, people are like, oh yeah, there's golf there too.
Yeah, yeah, I work in golf, so I hear a lot more about it. Like I hear about like Scotty Scheffler and all that. But I agree. I haven't heard anybody like buy the EA golf game. You know,
Back when I was working at that game store this summer, we had a couple people come in and ask for golf games, like a lot more than you would expect.
really
Yeah, it was like it was specifically like PGA Tour 2013, 2014.
weird.
Yeah, I was like, but why?
Does it
Like,
go?
what's the
Does it go for a lot or something? Like a resale? I doubt it.
um no, it's probably like one of those like cult classic kind of games where
Yeah.
like it's like the best version of the game that you can play. Like how people were after um the college football games there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
I
Like
gotcha.
or it's something like that. It's like the last one that they made for a while, but who cares? It's yeah.
Well, you have anything else about the Jake Paul fight? Oh my god, I
Um
can't believe we saw Mike Tyson's ass on air.
yeah, I know. And it froze on that part too when I was watching it.
That's,
Like his bare
dude,
butt cheeks were frozen on the screen for 3 seconds.
I'm gonna be honest. Best part of the fight. Anyways, we do have a special guest on today. He goes by D.Bird. I,
David.
I don't know if it
His name's
stands
David.
for the Dirty Bird. I don't know if that's like his prison name or something. But he definitely goes, but his real name is David. Is he current
All right.
military or ex-military?
Current
Currently military. He likes
Air
flipping
Force.
birds. But yeah, let's have our guest come on.
Wait a macaroni minute. I got an idea. Dance, Luigi. You lost your noodle?
Welcome in, David.
Welcome, David.
Winner. Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
How are you this fine
Hey,
morning?
I'm doing great. By the way, it's afternoon.
Now where I'm from.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But
Yeah, he's actually West Coast.
How you guys?
so
How you guys doing?
we're doing okay.
That's cool.
So
Uh,
we're gonna. What's up?
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're gonna jump into the questions. Okay. So
All right.
our first question that we ask all of our guests are, what are your top 5 favorite movies?
Top 5. Damn. Actually, I just recently watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You ever see that? That's
I
a
have
messed
not.
up.
like the OG or the remake?
Like the one from the 70s,
Yeah, that's
the
pretty good.
original. Yeah.
I actually had
Yeah.
to talk about that movie in my ethics class once.
I'd say my favorite movie though is probably American Beauty. You ever
Really?
seen that one?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, that's a story right there.
Did you-
I also like film. Matt, you know about that movie, right?
Vaguely.
That's f***ing crazy that you just said that.
So yeah, gotta be on my top 5 right there.
Okay.
All right,
You have 3 more.
3 more. Damn. P.
You do
Ever
not
see
like
that
that movie. That is not in your top 5.
one? I'm
No,
actually about to
actually,
watch it. I'm gonna watch it soon because it's a Christmas movie for me, my family.
um, now that you say that, I do remember you talking to me about that movie a couple times in high school, so it might actually be in your
Yeah,
top 5.
yeah. And circling back to I first watched that movie. I first watched that movie when I was at the ripe age of 5 years old.
No,
I watched it when it came out. My father showed it to me.
no, he did not.
Swear to God. Cause when he was 4, he watched The Exorcist when it came out.
Yeah, but
So
The
he
Exorcist
figured
isn't
out
that bad.
Oh,
it's not to like today's standard.
when
I
I was
guess.
4, I was
The
watching Wild
Serbian
Wild
film.
Wubsy.
Yeah. You said I got 2 more. Damn. Misery. I'm on horror movies right now because it was after Halloween. But Misery, that's a good ass movie. Stephen
It's based
King.
on a book.
Yeah, yeah. You know what it's about, right?
Yeah, it's about the lady who's obsessed with the writer, and he like
Yeah.
tortures them.
Another Stephen King one is I don't is it Stephen King? It's Green Mile, the one about the
Yeah.
prison. That's got to be my top 5 too.
All right. Our second
That's
question for
that's a
you.
long ass
Our
that's a
second
long ass movie.
our
What's that?
se- our second question for you is, what are your top 200 favorite movies? I'm kidding. But we do. This is also another
Sorry,
question.
I did not hear what you just said.
It's okay.
He said, what are your top 200 favorite movies?
Oh shit. I could keep going.
Okay. But for real,
Okay.
our question we like to ask our guests is, what would you do if you were an egg and you had an
An
arsenal?
egg?
Yeah, an egg, the food. And then you have an
All right.
arsenal, right, full of guns and stuff. And you are fighting a onslaught of sharks. Endless rounds of sharks. There's electric sharks, it's great white
Tornado
sharks,
sharks.
just tornado sharks. So our question is,
Sharks with laser beams?
Sometimes.
sometimes, um, but what weapon are you going to choose, and how are you going to go about it?
Well, I'm an egg.
But you
I'm
can do
just
But
like
gonna sit
backflips
there
and
and be a
stuff.
goddamn egg.
No, you can move around.
What?
You can do your thing.
Okay. You said an arsenal of sharks.
in an arsenal? Like,
I would
what weapons are you choosing?
like. Do the weapons have to be realistic? Because I'm like,
You're an egg that has arms and legs, but no one else can see them besides yourself.
Yeah, you can't see them.
And you can do like
okay,
backflips and stuff.
shit. I mean, I'd use a big ass sponge and just suffocate the sharks, get rid of all the water.
They can breathe on land, and they're chasing you on land too.
They have arms and legs too.
No, they kind of like float above the ground.
No, they're sharks, obviously. Wait, we're trying to be
What?
realistic in this
Probably
question.
like shit. It's like sharks are made of cartilage, so you got like
Fair.
brittle little bones.
Yeah.
So like, what about like I don't know, like what are them like them Japanese them old Japanese like things that shoot out like a million spears at once? I
Chopsticks.
think that would
Oh,
fuck up
the Hwacha.
yeah, one of those things probably.
That's a good
Whole
idea.
no, a whole bunch of those. Just keep on fucking blasting them.
You gotta reload.
Okay.
I'm actually
You have to reload them. What are you gonna do?
actually
You're gonna go pick up the
does,
spears after you're done, then reload them.
does the
Like an
arsenal
Nerf
come
gun.
with a whole bunch of Japanese people?
No, it's just you.
It's just you.
Oh, okay. So I can't use like slave.
So your arsenal does not have to be Japanese. It can be anything.
Oh,
You know, you can use regular guns too. Like you don't have to use a Hwacha. You can use like a cannon.
You don't have to spear them.
I could spear them. I could spear them all one by one. I can take them on one by one if I like lead them
You can
into
do
a
that.
corner.
It's just not very efficient.
You could, but they'll also like jump at you too.
What if I had a flamethrower? Actually, I'd like a
Yeah, you can do that.
flamethrower.
Okay,
That'd be cool.
there you go.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I have a classic question like that, but it takes a really long time to build up to the question. It's like a 5-minute explanation.
All right, go ahead.
I know what this is. I know what this is.
Is it the triplet one
Yeah,
that
it
I've told
is.
you about?
Yeah.
David, have you heard my triplet thing?
No, I haven't. I would love to hear it though.
Okay, so you are inside of a upper middle class house. You know, 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. You are facing a never-ending army of triplets. Okay, they're all like really small triplets, like probably like about 5 foot to 5'3". Okay,
Okay,
you
so
can
they're
choose.
like regular kind of height.
Yeah. Okay.
And
All right.
they do have arms and legs you can see.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
regular people. Okay. Every 5 rounds, you have to face a bigger person, like 5'7", 5'8". And it's a girl, and the triplets are also girls. And then every 10 rounds, you have to face their older brother. Okay. Every 50 or I think it's every 30 rounds, you get an 8 hours rest. And like recharge with food and water. And then every 50 rounds, you get um like a 3-day break. So you can choose one weapon, but your weapon has durability or fuel or ammo. So like you can't be like, oh yeah, I take a chainsaw. So what weapon do you pick? What weapon do you pick, and how long do you think that you can last?
So is this like this was in a house?
Yes, it's inside of like an upper middle class house.
Oh, you're not allowed to leave. Like imagine as your like hell punishment.
But
I was thinking
the bodies stay for
what?
100 rounds, so you can like fashion bones into like defenses and stuff.
Hey, this is easy. I don't even need a weapon. I don't even need a weapon.
You don't need a weapon?
No, I don't need a weapon. I have a question though. Does the house have like a walk-in closet?
Yeah.
Probably. It's an upper middle class house. So if you've ever been in one of those,
Okay, yeah, I can just like if the what are they like? What did you say they were?
they're
They're like
triplets.
children,
No, they're like
triplet.
small adults. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm finding a whole bunch of right. So I'm gonna be in the doorway of the walk-in closet, and
Okay.
while I'm there, I'm just gonna I'm gonna kick them one by one. They're gonna come in one by one. Just keep kicking them over and over. Just keep these fighting them back. I mean, they're gonna keep coming, but
You don't
they
have to
can't
do
get
that.
to me.
You're
You can
cooked.
take a
You're
weapon. You don't have
cooked.
to kick them.
You're gonna die.
No, it's like fighting little kids though, because
No, it's not.
they're just little kids.
You're cooked.
Okay. So they want to kill you. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
like,
Like little kids aren't trying to kill you, but they're like gonna try to like break your
Also,
arms
they're
and
like
stuff.
really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're like
yeah,
little Bruce Lees or something.
yeah. And then the older brother's gonna
Yeah.
come too. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
God damn. Hey, doesn't so I can't use a nuclear bomb?
You're probably gonna die too,
It'll
but
kill
like I
you too.
guess.
I mean, I could still use the walk-in closet, but then
You can use anything in the household.
But they can too. So like they can
Yeah.
like break tables and chairs and use chair legs and come and beat the door down.
Or like knives from the kitchen. Or like whatever's in the garage.
damn, shit.
I don't think your kicks are gonna do
That is
much.
yeah. What if I could burn the house down?
But you can't leave the house, so you burned down. You burned it down.
It's probably
I
not
mean,
optimal.
realistically, yeah. I mean, not
Okay.
there's not many people who could probably take on a million of these little triplets.
Here's my answer. Okay. I would take a crowbar and I would probably go. I could probably last like 100 to 200 rounds before I get bored.
Okay.
Damn, Gordon Freeman. Okay, fine, fucking hitting little kids with a crowbar.
They're not little. They're adults. They're just really
Yeah,
small
but
adults.
they're little kid height though, so they're still little kids.
Okay, so what do you take?
I think the crowbar would work. That'd be a good idea.
The crowbar is the best answer for sure. Because it's gonna last a while too. Like if you're not hitting walls and you're just hitting faces, I think that's gonna last a long
Yeah.
time. I think if you miss and hit
I
like the concrete floor or like the garage or something, you might be cooked.
One of my friends in high school set a spiked baseball bat.
I feel that a break
Which
What do you
a
mean by
wooden baseball bat. It'd break after like 50
n-
rounds.
or it was like a metal baseball bat that had like nails in it or something like that.
That would work better.
nails?
I might
Those
I
are
might
gonna
just go with
fall
a
out.
yeah, I might just go with a normal baseball bat. I feel like you get stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Crowbar's really
And
good though, because you have the little jagged part.
how many rounds do you think that you could last?
With a crowbar, probably 200. But I think I would die at
Good
200.
couple.
I don't think I just get bored.
Yeah, they just keep coming, man. You get tired. You
I
can't be
know.
swinging that crowbar.
I know.
Well,
That's what I'm thinking
but
too.
I think it's every like 100 rounds you get a break, like
Yeah.
a 3-day break to like rest and recharge, and there's food and water there.
That's the only reason I think I'm getting to 200. But I think 300
This
is
is so
almost
wild.
300 is tough, man. That's a long way to go.
All right, David, what's your answer?
If you just said a crowbar,
Well,
The
but how many
crowbar, man.
rounds?
Yeah, I said like a couple hundred. Then
Okay.
I'd be so
Oh.
tired that I can't swing that shit anymore.
yeah, I think you would
Well,
I think you might break your arm or wrist after a while too.
Yeah.
well, that's when he'd just start kicking them.
That's fair. I guess I'll just burn the house down.
Yeah, I'm gonna start the car in the garage and just wait for them to come in.
This will do it. All right.
Shit.
So Maddie
Real.
tells me you're in the military.
Yes, I am.
Are you reaching us from a military base right now?
No,
Okay.
from my basement.
Is your basement like
Oh, really?
a military interrogation room?
Installation.
Yeah, I got an arsenal actually. I have the egg arsenal back there.
Yeah, you sure do. So,
Yes, yes.
what made you get into the military?
Well, honestly, I joined the military for the honor guard program,
Oh, really?
which is like you know what that is, right? It's like
Yeah.
when a military member dies, they get the flag,
Mm.
and then later down the road in high school, I was like, I really like working on computers and shit, so I joined that, and I figured, damn, the Air Force, they got a base like 30 minutes away from where I live, and they're gonna give me all this benefits if I go into IT. I was like, hey, and I figured it'd be a good idea.
It's a good
You know,
story.
so
And now, hey, as an added bonus, I go to college for free.
That's fair. Free
and
college
free
tuitions.
healthcare too.
Yeah, and also a free burial.
It's fair.
You don't think about that at the age of 16, but I did.
No, actually, I have a burial plot already paid for me. So
Really?
really, it just yeah, my grandpa got it for me
Damn.
when I was like 5 years
You
old.
already have like a headstone?
No, I just have a plot
Oh,
of land.
I forgot to tell you,
oh
Matt,
damn.
but that's where I store my rotten eggs. Is that little plot of land?
This is where I keep the eggs that don't make it to the sharks.
These are the eggs that don't make it.
Hey,
So
would you still like to be buried there if you figured out that they like built a factory over it?
I don't think you have a choice, dude.
well, no, I mean, if you think about it, you could like fight back because you technically own that land.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
that is your land. So I could be like, I own this now, and then they'd have to buy it off of me.
I had this friend in high school. He was really big about going to the Marines. I guess you get like a signing bonus if you get someone to sign with you or something like that. So he was like, "Oh, dude, you should join the military." I'm like, "Oh, not really." I was like being nice. I was like, "Oh, maybe." I was never going to. The one time we were hanging out and he was driving, and he drove us to the like military sign up place. Are you ready? I said, "No, I'm not signing up for
Are
a
you
bunch of
ready?
military."
I mean, all I do all day is I work behind a desk and I help people access top secret information. Pretty much
That's
the extent of my day. And every now and
so
then, a server breaks down or a network breaks down or something, and I gotta fix it or climb up a radio tower. What are you gonna say, Matt?
so basically your job is just checking people's access rights and then seeing if they're in the right group to
Yeah.
be able to access the data.
Yeah, so people come in and I essentially like give them access tokens and stuff.
I was doing something like
Top
that at
secret.
a YMCA once. I would check people in.
YMCA.
Yeah, it's military code.
Yeah.
Um, so my question is, so you're in the reserves. Are
I'm
you
in the
going
guard.
to are you going to renew your contract when it's over after the 6 years?
Shit. I mean, a lot of people come in thinking like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this for 6 years," and then they end up being in for 30. But with how things are looking, I don't know. I might renew it. I think it would be a good idea because so far I've been getting a lot of benefits and they're really
That's
good.
fair.
Do any of them expire after you're no longer active duty?
Oh shit, yeah, a lot of them do.
Really?
Like yeah, like the insurance. Like that insurance is only good for when you're active.
Your health insurance.
The
You
VA
can
insurance?
No, not the VA. That comes in after you retire. So like, hey, like I'm out here folding flags. I'm out here typing on my computer. I got arthritis,
Yeah.
and then here I am with 100% disability, which is like I don't know. That's like 2,000 a month, I think. I don't even know how much it is, but it's a lot. And people claim like the most bullshit stuff for for the disability, and they get it.
I was talking to somebody about
So
that, where he claimed like something that didn't even happen to him and got money for it.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's like, my dog's uncle actually
Yeah,
fell off a ladder.
dude, it was something crazy. It's like, how is it even possible? But I don't think those guys care. Those the insurance company. I don't think they actually care what they're giving their stuff to. They were paying for it, like fuck
no,
it.
like 95%, or I don't know the percentage, but around that, like all of the tax money goes towards like Social Security and VA.
I sure do.
That's where most of the tax money. Yeah.
Well, apparently Social Security is supposed to dry up by the time we retire. So
That's awesome
we might
for
just
us.
be.
Fuck.
So what do you plan on,
I joined the
like?
military at the age of 60.
So what do you want to do in the military? Like, are you doing what you want to do right now, or do you want to go into bigger and better things there?
Shit. Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, I'm already pretty like not high in the ranks, but like high in like the group of who actually does stuff there, because there's two sections of what we do in our, well, we call it com squadron, which is like communications. There's the people who go to tech school, which is our training program, and they didn't learn shit, and so what they do is they sit there on a computer and do nothing all day. And then there's the people who had prior experience, like I, and we would actually go out and do the work, and that's like 20% of us. So I'm already like, I've already got all the good stuff, like the restricted area stuff and the top secret stuff. Like that's usually stuff that like an E6 would do, which is like a sergeant, technical sergeant. And I'm only at E2 level.
Which is what, like, private?
Well, in the Air Force, it's airman.
It sounds like a
My
robot from
bad.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I always think
E2,
about that.
E2, help me get this top secret information.
And they treat
Um,
they treat us like.
I know they do. I was about to say that.
is there any like high ranking people at your base that like you wouldn't expect to be there?
The highest rank is so the way a lot of our rank system is confusing in the military. So you have enlisted and you have commissioned. So the people who are commissioned are the ones who actually get paid like money, like real money. And the highest that will go is '09, and that's like a 4-star general. And
Okay.
the highest we have on our base is an '06, which is a colonel, and he's the commander of the base.
Is he a nice guy?
But yeah, he's pretty cool. I fixed his computer once. And that's what's cool. That's what's cool about working in communications is like you get a different experience because you get to meet everyone. Like no matter how high their ranks are, you get to like get a feel for the base. I mean, our base is probably like as big as 5 football fields, so it's really
Wow.
small.
Cool.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's still there's still a lot on that little base.
Do you have to have
well, yeah,
combat
I
experience to be a general?
You
You
gotta have a
know.
lot of military experience. Yeah.
But you have to have
no,
combat, like you have
actually,
to see the field. Or can you just rise up, like doing paperwork and stuff?
Uh, Honestly, with nowadays how it is, you probably don't. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're an officer, you do get deployed a lot more often, so
Hmm.
most of them probably do have like combat experience already.
For sure.
well, I will say that Harriet Tubman just got promoted to general,
Good for Harriet.
Maryland.
Good for Harriet.
General Tubman.
Um,
Um, I can't imagine being a 4-star general, dude. But that's like simultaneously the best job and the worst job to have in the entire planet.
The paychecks for officers are so good too.
I know,
Like especially if you're a pilot. If you're a pilot on the base, you just get like twice your normal paycheck. That's like 200,000 a year.
like
It's crazy.
for those generals, like you make money and all that, but like your life is only doing that shit. You know, like you're not doing anything else.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty much. I mean, they live on that base over there.
Exactly. I could never do that.
I could never be a pilot, mostly because I can't see shit.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
either.
so David has really bad eyes, and one time he was driving me somewhere. It was at night though, and he didn't have his glasses. And he's like, "What's that sign saying?" It's like the biggest sign I've ever seen. And I'm like, "You can't read
It
that?"
says stop.
And he's like,
It says
and so I start
stop.
paying attention to what he's doing, and he's like, I see him like kind of weaving in between the lines. I'm like, dude, like,
I
get
drive
a grip.
everywhere without my glasses. I'm fine.
I have an eye disease that's really bad, so I have a lot of trouble seeing at night too. And so I use the white line a lot that you're supposed to use when you can't see, right? Because the high beams, because the beams are so bad. But like when you're doing that, when you're looking at the ground like that, like you do like weave a little bit. But I wasn't outside the lines at all, and there was this car like right up on my ass, and none of his lights are on. I'm like, what is this guy doing? And so I'm kind of like paying attention to him because I'm like, is this guy gonna like run me off the road? Like I've never seen this. And then the lights flash and it's like cop. I'm like, are you fucking
Oh,
kidding me? So I get pulled over.
I think you were drunk driving.
So he pulls me over and goes, "You were weaving a lot. What was going on?" And I was like, "Dude, I was looking at you. What were you doing?" But
No,
it was so bad, dude. Because I pulled over and it was like, because I thought, because for a sec, cause I wasn't doing anything wrong, or I didn't think at the time. So I thought he turned on his lights so he could like get past me to like go to an emergency or something. So I just pulled over. But then I didn't pull over in a spot where you could like easily get out of the car without getting, you know, killed by traffic. So I
did he
pull
do a
over.
field sobriety test on you?
No, he didn't, thankfully. But so he pulled over, right? And then he tries to get out, then gets back in his car. There's too much traffic. Then he goes on his little speaker thing. Goes, "Can you please pull forward so I can get out?" So I did. It's like worst night of my life. It was all like 11:30 at night, by the way. And then he gets out and goes, "What were you doing, man?" I was like, "Nothing. I was driving." And he goes, "You were weaving a lot." I was like, "Dude, that was you." Like I was trying to see what this car was doing. Like top 20 worst nights of my life. It was crazy.
Shit, for me, it's always some guy in a big ass Dodge Ram truck with his high beams on behind me. I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah, that sucks when they do that. You literally can't even see through your mirrors. You're like, okay, I have to trust this guy for everything now.
How about you, Matt? You're a good driver.
I'm a, I've only been in one accident, um, but it was okay. I'm still here.
That's
As
what you
long
need.
as you're still okay, Matty.
Ma-
So
Maddie, what would you do if you died a long time ago? You didn't even realize it, and me and David are both ghosts talking to you right now. You just have no idea.
yeah, like David died of like
You're like, how come?
scarlet fever.
Yeah, you're like, how come the podcast isn't getting views? Because we're not real. We're
Because it's
ghosts.
only ghosts watching it.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia podcast.
So I guess we'll move on to the next questions. So, I guess what's it like being a part of an up and coming technology business?
Oh, I can already feel the popularity. People come up to me and say, "Hey, are you David Birdsell?" I'm like, no, and I feel like Michael Jackson. I gotta wear like a bag over my face. No, I think we're going slow, but we're going places, and slow and steady wins the race. You know what I mean?
In case the members listening did not know, me and David are involved in a company that is starting out with video game sales and branching out into many other paths, and eventually becoming a managed service provider in the IT field. Um, but so, well, I am curious. So you have a lot of IT experience, but you have expressed to me that it has been difficult to find an actual IT job that's not like in the military. Why do
Oh
you
yeah,
think the market's so bad for like entry level IT technicians, even not even like programmers, like help
dude,
desk,
it's not even it's not that it's just the area where we come from. Like it's dry, man. I feel like I'm in like an Amish town or something.
Um,
But in the
you know,
military, it's cool though. I have a job going there, and I've actually been looking to do full time out there. The only problem is that it's 30 minutes away.
that's not even that far though.
I know. I just don't like driving that long. All right. 'Cause then I gotta wake up at
Um,
like 5 in the morning.
what was I gonna say? Um, so no, actually, so you talking about the city reminds me. So a couple nights ago, I had the craziest dream ever. Okay, I had a dream that I was Batman in New York City. Okay,
Okay.
and I eventually got arrested for like being a vigilante, obviously. And instead of like taking me to jail, they turned me into a tree root. Okay, and I got saved by one of my friends who apparently I was this tree root for 10 years, and they saved me by transforming themselves into a satyr and headbutting the root I got turned into. It was the craziest dream ever. I've never had a dream
You're
like that
so
before.
Matt,
you're so autistic.
Matt, Matt, what the
What?
f is wrong with you?
Did,
I
did,
have
did you,
no
did you
idea.
take LSD that night or something? Did you take acid?
I know. Every once in a while, I just have these wacky, off the wall dreams, and for some reason, I want to go to New York now. I feel like there's a calling for me to like.
Well,
It
they
was
have a
like
lot of
beckoning
crimes
me
for
to
you,
the
Matt.
city.
I'm actually really curious how like vigilante laws actually go. So you should go to New York and just be a vigilante and see what happens when you get arrested. Probably
instead of
they're gonna put
beating
you
up
in they're gonna put you
criminals,
in Arkham
I
Asylum. They're
just
gonna put you in they're gonna put you in an insane asylum.
instead of beating up actual criminals, I beat up sleeping homeless people. You're not allowed to sleep here. It's illegal.
No loitering. You just grab a hook that
No,
like thing where they go like all the way up into the air, hanging upside down.
I do think it's interesting. Like Russia and Germany are like the bad guys of the world. Like nowadays, Germany's a good guy, but
Well,
like
well, I was just talking about this with my girlfriend. Like Japan used to be an evil empire for like a
yeah,
while. Like they were like really bad people for a long time. And then America did their thing and like taught them technology. And
like
now
like pacified them.
yeah, dude, it's crazy to like throw babies in the air and spear them with their bayonets. And then
well, no.
and now they made like cars on pronouns and stuff. And they made anime.
Yeah, no,
It's
like
insane.
in
Like,
Japan,
Japan's history is crazy.
like you used to have to like kill yourself in front of people if you brought dishonor to your family, and
Yeah,
now you can
dude.
go buy used in a vending machine.
Yeah, they do that in Tokyo. Like they
Yeah,
sell you.
like
Well, I also didn't know how much like anime is actually like integrated into Japan. Like it was like it's on like the billboards and
Yeah.
stuff, just like selling products, and everybody like knows about it. You know, just kind of like
do you
just interesting.
do you think that the CIA was involved with that to like pacify Japan after the war? Like they're like, go and make cartoons, guys. Trust me.
I don't think. I don't think.
Vice.
I think they were just occupying, and then they were like, "We need cars," and then and then just taught them how to make shit, and they just took it from there.
Well, it is crazy
Yeah,
how
that sounds good.
fast Japan like modernized because like up
Modernized
until
and
like
came back from like total destruction from warfare. Not total destruction, like from a wartime of that long, like completely 180'd it. It's pretty crazy how fast they did it. Like,
well, like in the 1870s, they were like a third world country back
yeah,
then.
well, that's the whole reason they like became war powers because they need resources and all that, right?
Yeah.
That's the reason they invaded Manchuria. I was like, yeah, dude, it's and that what's their economy? They have to be like top 10 at the very least.
So going back to the war in Ukraine, do you think that we ever had intentions of joining it, or do you think that that really changed with the switch in administration of the country?
Shit, man. This is my personal belief. I think that we should leave it to Europe to deal with that. I mean, since I mean, is Ukraine in NATO? I forgot if they are. Are
They're
they?
not, no. The reason why
So this is
Russia
a
invaded them was because they were trying to join NATO, and they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be like, you can't do that.
so this is a non-NATO battle. So it should stay within non-NATO countries. Because if we
I
get involved, then something's gonna happen.
Well,
Oh,
it's
my
like
bad.
how they just launched those missiles over um the American and British made ones, and Russia responded with, as Ukraine's saying, an ICBM, which would be the first time one of these has ever been used in war. Now, people like in the West are saying that that's not what happened, but but also I saw this thing about how Russian patches, like you know how like people like countries will have patches that show like a map of their country, kind of.
Yeah.
I saw a thing that Russian soldiers now have maps that are including Alaska.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I don't know if that's true or not. I just saw it on the internet, so
Well, the thing about that war is we've been supplying them, and I think morally we should be supplying them, but that's the same reason we got involved in the World War II. We were supplying England and shit with stuff while we weren't in the war, and all of a
yeah.
sudden we got bought, and Russia was probably getting pissed
Um,
at us for sending a whole bunch of stuff to Ukraine.
I can't find. There's like footage supposedly of the ICBM, but no like major news source reporting. It's a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
The only one CNN made was China fired one to the Pacific Ocean for a test. That's about it. So I don't really know.
Um,
That's crazy though.
did
If they actually tried to fire one, that sucks.
Yeah.
did well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that I hope gets resolved soon. Um,
I like to at least have an
but
apartment before the world goes crazy.
I don't think the Middle East will ever be calm, so
Yeah,
that's
definitely
gonna
not.
stay how
well,
it is.
it's all because the Ottoman Empire. That's why. It's their
Dude,
fault.
Yeah.
speaking of crazy
Yeah.
histories, the Ottoman Empire might be like number one of the modern age, but they're, they were wacky boys.
Yeah, it's just so weird because like they're like the longest empire in history. Like they were
Yeah,
like second century till like the 20th century.
and like
Dang.
I didn't realize that like after the Ottoman got disbanded, how much America and Britain and all of them just did not care about the territory. They just like drew a bunch of lines and said, "You guys are gonna live here. You guys are gonna live here and deal with it."
Countries, like, their borders, like, go into a different country, and you can only go through that country to get to them.
I do know there's a school in Alaska where you have to go into Canada to go like to the school and out of the school.
Yeah.
No, actually, I might have been, it might have been me and you who were looking at that map. Where like in Wisconsin, they have that weird like jut out into Canada that's like just a random land island, and like the
Oh, I
students
heard
who
about that.
like they have to like drive like 2 hours to get to school.
I will tell you, there is one exit in Detroit that I hate because it's a one-way trip to Canada.
I want to tell this story that was it was on our Lost episode that we had Bomb Banks on. Um, so it's a story that I've been telling recently that's actually pretty good. David heard it last time he hung out with me, but it's the Scoot story. So I was back home a couple weeks ago, and I stopped into the game store I used to work at, and there's a new guy working there, and um I talking to the owner while the other guy's there, and he's like, yeah, I'm just hanging out, doing stuff nowadays. Now his shop used to be open 7 days a week, and now it's only open 3. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, what are you doing nowadays? And he's like, I'm just hanging out. I'm like, okay. He's selling drugs. So, I start talking to him, and this lady comes in and wants to sell some Game Boys and like Game Boy games. So the owner offers the lady, um, $80, and she's like, okay, I'll take that. And, um, he only has 60 in his pocket. So I'm not even joking. He says, hey, Scoots, get the money. And so Scoots goes underneath one of the racks in the front of the place and pulls out a box full of cash. Okay. You know, first of all, that you're in bad business when you're working with someone named Scoots.
Well,
Okay.
Scoots is so funny because it sounds like a little henchman for a Disney villain. Like,
Exactly.
look at Scoots.
And you know it, you're also in bad business when you have money boxes hidden around your shop.
Well, what's funny is because if he has money boxes, the dude has a Glock somewhere. Like, he has to.
Yeah, he does. When I was working there, he was like, I'm going home real quick. Here's where the gun's at. And it's like this huge revolver. Like, do you know in Black Ops 2 that like, I think it's called the Executioner pistol
Yeah.
that takes the shotgun shells? It was like one of those. Like, its barrel was like as big as my fist. I'm like, dude, are you stopping a silverback gorilla from robbing?
Dude, he's acting like he's on 12th block in Chicago.
And the thing is his shop isn't even in a bad area.
I know
Like,
that. Like,
there's some parts.
That's the funniest part about it. Is like, this dude does not need this arsenal. He does not need this weapon at his disposal.
Like right next to his store is like a bicycle supply shop. Like, you are not in a bad area.
Well, it's funny because he definitely has like a shotgun like in the ceiling somewhere too, just in case the executioner isn't enough.
Well, okay, I think he has roaches too. Because
he's gonna shoot a revolver.
One time I was there, and I'm not even joking. So I show up there because over the summer I would pop in there occasionally and just talk business with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I show up there, and he's on a ladder in the ceiling. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I saw a roach, so I'm checking for more. Up there with a flashlight and a can of Raid. I'm like, dude.
That's
like,
so
well,
gross.
First of all, if you see a roach, it's already over. And it didn't help that he would keep bags of garbage in his back room. So they were probably like living in there. But I was talking to my mom about all this, and she was like, I really don't think it's a good idea for you to hang out over there anymore. because the DEA is going to come kicking our door in because they think you're involved.
Most likely.
Especially if you're
Yeah.
like, because I used to buy like totes full of stuff off of him, like of games and consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
So if there's an agent across the street scoping that out,
there's a very good thing you said. Games and stuff in that sentence. About totes of stuff off this guy.
He's definitely got some drugs going on in there because there's no way he's got all that shit. He's definitely not making enough money from those games.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is it's not like it's just him. He has 2 kids and a stay-at-home wife and 2 dogs and some birds. Okay. He is not supporting his family. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, he could be making like a couple thousand a week when he's open. But I was in there like on weekend days where I was there from open to close, which is hours used to be crazy. It would be 11 to 11. I would be there open to close, and we'd have 5 people come in.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, it was.
What sick freak has a video game shop open
much.
till 11 o'clock at night?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what's the business strategy there? He's gonna get a bunch of like drunk people to come buy games, buy Xbox 360 games.
And the craziest part to me is the fact that he has a super high rating on Google. David, would you like to add anything?
Would you like me to give you a tour on the base?
Of your basement?
No, the base, the military base. So you drive in, right?
Okay.
You got the hangar right in front of you, and to the right, you got the building that has the office, and that is all.
Well, I've driven
the
past
whole
that
base
before.
What's that?
So I've driven past that base before, and they have like a bunch of solar panels and like a water treatment facility.
Yeah, so they have solar panels, and then like on the left on the entrance, they got like some model airplanes, and like that's where they have their bombs at. They have a bunch of bombs in there, but you didn't hear that from me.
Well, David, you do realize that we're posting this video, right?
Yeah, no, it's nothing. It's nothing secret. It's just they have stuff there, But every military base does.
I actually live next to a military base.
Okay.
What's that?
Off the air.
Off the air.
Have you talked to anybody who has dealt with aliens?
Have I talked to anyone who's dealt with?
Yeah, like in the military.
You're talking to one right now.
Like I've talked to a border patrol officer before, but that's for this.
Like, I'm talking about like space aliens or ocean aliens.
If you go to LA, some of those people act like aliens. No, but
see, he's deflecting.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you're totally deflecting. That was the most deflected answer I've ever heard in my life. Have you ever talked to aliens?
Yeah, but
no, but yeah, but.
No, I don't think I have. I don't think I'm up in the ranks enough to know about the aliens.
Do you believe
I don't
in
think
aliens?
Oh yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense to believe in them, but
I don't think we came in contact with anything, or there's got to be something out there,
Yeah, because there's no way this is the only goddamn planet in the expansive universe.
No way.
There's no one. It's just whoever's in the Goldilocks zone. And technically there's aliens in our solar system, because if you go to Mars and shit, there's bound to be bacteria or something in there, and bacteria is technically another organism.
I was recently reading this declassified CIA report, which is bonkers off the wall. Okay.
Was it the Tic Tac one?
No,
have you heard about that? Though?
It's this one's from. I have, yeah.
Okay, that's the only one that I slightly believe.
So basically, this is dated May 22nd, 1984. They paid this psychic to imagine what Mars looked like and go back in time. So some of the so
I could have done that.
here's the prompt that they gave this guy. The planet Mars, time of interest approximately 1 million years BC. And they would give this guy coordinates of Mars, and he'd be like, here's what he said. I want to say it looks like, I don't know. It sort of looks, I kind of get an oblique view of sort of a pyramid or pyramid form. It's very high. It's kind of sitting in a large depressed area. And then the interviewer says, ah, okay. And the guy says it's yellowish or ochre colored. What?
you,
Like
you,
ochre color? Yeah, yeah.
you know what sucks? We fucking
What?
paid for that shit. That was already paid, that idiot.
So I believe that our interview here is done. Um, David, any lasting comments,
Is there anything?
impressions, anything you want to shout out?
Is there anything you want to
Well,
plug? Your
shit.
company, your Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, MDBtechnologies, bro. Hey, Matt, you
And
got the Instagram, right? I don't know the
yeah,
username.
no, if anything, I'd plug the Facebook page. That's where we do a lot of our stuff.
All right, cool. That's it
All
for me,
right.
though. I ain't got nothing else.
Thank you, David. We
Thank you,
appreciate
David,
you
for
coming
coming on.
on.
Yeah, very interesting conversation.
Just stay tuned next time because we're going to prove the existence of dragons. Just wait.
Bye,
All right,
David.
David. Thank you.
All right, man. I'll see you guys around.
See you, man.
Your bag of groceries or I'll hit you with this bus.
Smart cat.
First thing we're gonna do is this is the tier list of video game characters we could take in a fight. Now we're gonna do this a little
Oh,
differently. We're gonna do this 2v1. So this is gonna be me and Maddie fighting against this character.
okay.
Maddie thought this is the smash ability of all these characters at first. Get your head out the gutter. Okay. But number one, I don't know who this is actually, to be honest with you.
I don't know either.
But I don't really know the abilities. I think we got him.
Yeah.
2v1, regular man. I bet we could do that. I feel bad about it, though. Okay. Well,
Zombie from
Plants vs. Zombies.
I would say like can probably be beat up.
I think we got that shit. 2v1, I think we got that shit.
Kirby would destroy us.
We're dead. Do you know how embarrassing it would be if Kirby sucked me up and then his abilities that my abilities sucked? Like it was like better that he was default.
He'd get like a bum knee.
Movement speed reduces by 50%. That's it. He goes, I feel tired.
And he can't see out of his right eye.
Yeah. Okay. Pac-Man. I'm gonna assume this is the Smash Bros. Version of Pac-Man, in which I think we're
Yeah.
Among Us character. We got this shit. We got this.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, Among Us characters are like 3 feet tall, but like 300 pounds.
Yeah. Like he has a knife, I know, but it's like I think we got it. And Baby Mario, I am punning this fucker across the highway.
It's Mario though.
It's Baby Mario, dude. I'm gonna be like Jake Bates, dude. I'm picking this boy up and punting him 100 yards. You can call me Adam Vinatieri. I'm gonna kick this fucker. I think we got that. If Yoshi's involved though, it's over. We're done. I don't know who this is. My nose is.
It's the guy from Fortnite,
Oh, what do you
Burger
think?
Boss, or
Oh,
Der Burger guy.
Yeah, you're right. I thought this was like a mask for some reason.
That'd be like 50-50, I think. It really depends.
If he doesn't have a gun, I think it's 50-50.
But they also get a pickaxe though too, like a
Yeah,
giant
like,
man-sized
that's what I
pickaxe.
was thinking. I think 50 2v1. I think I'm getting my head caved in, but I think you'll finish him off.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of us is gonna die,
Yeah.
but
So
we'd probably win.
I'll put him here then if one of us dies. You know. Birdo, that's a toughie.
Uh, Maybe like 50-50 actually.
She is a main character in Super Mario Sluggers, so she has a baseball bat at the very least. I put 50-50. A Bowser, we're fucked.
Bowser would kill us.
We're fucked. Let's put him in the top for now, dude. He's I think we might do less than a Goomba, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
Minecraft Creeper. This is tough because
50-50.
this depends on our running ability. If we can
Yeah,
like,
because honestly, creepers kind of have like a fatal downside, and so they only explode when they're 2 inches from you.
yeah, he has a delay, right? So I feel like if we give him a really good shove, then run away as fast as we can, we got it. So I'll put him here for now. But like, if one of us trips, it's and if I trip, I'm taking you down with me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab your arm or something. Is this Daisy? Yeah, she's kicking our ass. We have lemon lime.
uh, I don't. Who is that actually?
I don't know. Super emo though.
I guess put him on the same level as Durburger guy.
Yeah. One fall guy, dude. We got that.
We'd like we would like probably brutalize a fall guy.
Okay, Dry Bones is kind of a trick because he never actually dies. So we would.
Yeah, isn't the only way to kill him like throw him in fire or something like that?
I think you have to freeze him then shatter him. So I feel like I don't know. But if he touches you once, you die, or you go small, and then we'll die.
I would probably say 50. I mean, he's slow, so we could probably get away from him,
Yeah, we could
or
just.
like we could rig up a contraption. Okay, so that's Fabuloso from Fortnite, or whatever his name is, Unicorn Fabuloso.
I think they're all gonna have the same concept. This one actually.
Piranha Plant.
Okay, is this one standing still or is this one running around?
It looks like it's in a pot, so
So we got that shit. Fishman. This one's got a gun, dude.
okay. That one would probably be like die.
Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, I did say we are worse than a Goomba. I think we can take on a Goomba
Well,
though.
why'd you put that guy all the way up and can beat up?
No, whoops. It's weird, dude. I don't know why. Dying should be up there. It's down there.
Goomba, probably like the same as a fall guy.
Yeah, we gotta do a box jump to get up there though. I feel like it's gonna be harder for us. Okay, this isn't just a regular pea shooter, dude. This is the double pea shooter. He's shooting two of them things.
It's the repeater.
Yeah, it's a repeater.
Um,
If this is like Garden
can
Warfare
probably
rules,
beat up. I think that she might be from Valorant. Pikachu would kill us.
easily. This is tough. We're gonna let's go with Smash Bros rules, so she has all her little powers and stuff.
50-50?
Yeah, I think 50-50. King Boo, we're done. Literally can't kill him.
Koopa?
So
I feel like we could mess the turtle up.
what would happen is you would jump on the head and then kick the shell directly at me, and I would die.
Oh no, I'm keeping the shell.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
we got him. Luigi. I think Luigi's got us.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Luigi would probably have Mario on his side too. Like that's kind of how that would
fair.
work.
Yeah, it's a 1v1. Magikarp, we got that. I mean, yeah, we got that. Sonic or Jameer Gibbs.
Really?
We can't do anything against Sonic the Hedgehog, dude.
We could put like a string out so when he runs past it, like decapitates him.
All right, we're gonna put him right here then. Mario,
Yeah.
Master Chief with a gun in the frame. We're fucked.
Spartans in the game are like 8 feet tall and 600 pounds. He'd like hit our heads together and they'd explode.
Yeah, it would be like a Three Stooges bit.
Well, the grunts in Halo are 5 feet tall.
Monty Mole, I am kicking him across the driveway, across the freeway. He's done.
He's gonna pop up and you're gonna punt him like a football.
Yeah, he's done, dude. Adam Vinatieri, Justin Tucker, name all of them. I'm sending this dude through the goalpost. Ellie from The Last of Us. What do you think?
I think
This is when she's young.
Fist to Fist.
This is when she's 13.
Probably like with Creeper.
I think 50-50, dude. I think she's a killer.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think she's
if you remember in
2v1 though, you're right. But she's a fighter. Like I think she knows what to do.
But you also have to remember, like she's 13 in the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. She would definitely find something like to kill us with. I feel like, and that's what's gonna put her over the edge.
Yeah, if she wasn't as much of like a
resourceful, if
she wouldn't struggle, then it would be a 100%.
Yeah. Shy Guy, I feel like, has a suicide vest on. Like, yeah,
probably
like if he's going down, dude, we're going down with him.
Probably the same level as Ellie.
Yeah. We got a chance. Minecraft Steve
would kill us.
It's easy. Link with a sword
Tomb
in the frame.
Link.
Yeah, I think we're losing.
But it's little kid Link, though.
He has a sword in the frame, dude.
I guess.
Okay, how about this? One of us is going to die. Because I think he would kill one of us as a distraction, then we would go for the kill. This is also Valorant.
Probably, I've just put in probably die.
I don't know who this is. That was a gun in the frame.
I think it's Valorant.
Waluigi, I'm taking him down. I'm seeing red.
Oh yeah, easily.
I don't care. I don't
just trip him.
This is a mismatch for us. I'm seeing fucking red. I'm going in. Right? Like I'm not getting out of that. I hate him. Yoshi, we're fucked.
Yeah, he'd like suck us up and spit us back at each other.
Like over and over again for the rest of time.
Well, you know how we can like turn red shells into fire? What would he turn us into?
He would turn you into some sort of sour candy and me into like me into a Monster Energy drink. Okay. So that is that for the characters we could beat up. That's pretty good, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think Link is I'd probably die personally. I think everything else is good.
Yeah, especially Master Chief. Man, he would actually destroy us.
With a gun in the frame, dude, it's over. Like, we can't even argue.
Even without that.
I know, even without that. Thank you everybody for watching Shenanacast. We really appreciate it. This episode is going to be the first episode with all the new fun stuff. All the new sound effects, all the new music, all the new images, new Instagram, all that stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed it. This is also
I know I didn't.
this is also episode 10, our first milestone. We didn't really do anything special, but we're going to do something special for episode 50 for sure. When we have more people, I think it'll be more fun. But we're
We
enjoying
just
it.
need to. If you're watching this episode, shoot us a message. I mean, if you want to appear on an episode, come on, just message us and we can make it happen.
Hit it up at shenanacast99@gmail.com. Once that happens, we'll send you a little thing. We'll decide if you can come on or not. But you probably will. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, rate on Spotify, comment on Spotify, and share it around. It really helps us. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you guys again, and we will see you on episode 11.